So, so is your plan, Max, to stay with Painman out there in the maze for a while?
Let me know when it's my turn, and I'll drink another potion.
All right. At least you get
now
healed.
it's forcing me to up
Yeah, I mean, I've got to get healed. There's another 1 hit point.
Yeah.
I think at this point, popping back in would be foolish.
You get a feeling, though, the searchlights don't search very often on the inside unless they know you're there. It's mostly outward pointing. So the good thing is you get the feeling that once you get in, you can sneak around pretty easy, as long as you avoid the fences. The problem is the wall of fire that still burns in the middle there, unless you want to take it down. The wall of fire is your friend.
The wall of fire is keeping other shit
Alright.
from coming out.
That's true. It does keep other things in.
I can only assume that, that's one of the reasons there aren't things coming down these trenches and coming at me. Yeah, is it my turn?
Not yet. It's Kal-El's once we can ever get it going. But I may.
I can skip my phone. Hang on 1 second.
All right. Once he gets all that ready to go, then we'll be ready.
All right, go ahead.
Can we hear you? Are you working?
I'm working.
All right. We're live. It's on your turn.
All right, so I can see that this thing attacking him, and how many? So it's 3 of them against that.
Yep. You can use against almost 3 of them. There's 3 out in the battlefield. Now, what you saw when you were rising up, these creatures were initially skittering on top of the tanks. And they had a lid open like they were reaching down and getting something in there.
Oh, wow. How many of them are there?
3. Paul knew what they were because he did a knowledge planes.
Yeah, but I can't tell you because
he's a dust.
I'm like,
Paul has moved so far away from you.
500 feet away from you.
Yes.
More than that because you're going the other direction.
More because you're almost. Yeah, you're going to be almost to the end where that little graveyard is very soon. And this turn,
I'm not moving.
Up, right?
Well, I'm going to cast a spell and then move just my normal hasted speed.
You can see the graveyard.
You know what I'm going to cast, right?
Blood of Gravestones. What's that?
Well, we got trenches that are filled with guys.
Oh, Lord, you're going to do it in between. God, we're going to cook off more.
Sure, why not?
You'll at least throw them into a disarray, and you'll get all the spotlights down on you in that section.
No, you don't understand. I'm going to move 60
Now,
feet
Can
and then cast it back.
you technically cast Wall of Fire? Check on the verbal because if you're dust.
Oh, absolutely. I already did this. Already
Yeah,
tried.
you said it because you can cast spells.
All right. Good.
Yep.
So you can do all those things verbal and that. All right. I'm just making sure because that's the only thing I would have the question of is the verbal.
See, it specifically says magic attacks are unaffected.
All right. That's a beautiful thing. Then you're an interesting.
That's exactly why I did it.
Yes.
But think about it. This is a 6th level spell.
Does it say specifically spells or magic attacks?
It says magic attacks, but it doesn't say that you can't do spells.
Does it say anything about spells?
It doesn't say anything. Let's see.
Do me a favor. Look at Wall of Fire. I believe it's a verbal in there. But that's why you got to get eventually, Paul.
Yeah.
As a feat on these, and I would always do this as a caster. Silent spell is always a great meta magic feat.
Yeah, but it's meta magic.
There it is. I know.
You're telling me to take something you wouldn't let me use.
No. I'm saying like amplified effects. Silent spell, still spell, and all those will still work as normal on this point or on this earth. It's the extend.
It's a slot level
amplify.
higher. It's a slot level higher right now.
Oh, how do you differentiate?
So you burn a 4th to cast a 3rd level Wall of Fire.
No,
and,
Wall of Fire is 4th level. You have to
okay,
burn
so
a
all
5th.
right, you burn a 5th.
Verbal, somatic, material, divine, focus, piece of phosphorus.
Yep. You need all that.
So how high up did I make it before all this started?
50.
Did I make it to my 500 feet?
No, Lord, no. No. You only moving up. You can't do it at a full run speed because you got all kinds of stuff.
What is your maneuverability?
Yeah, that's a good question.
maneuverability.
Mm-hmm.
As in,
Wow. An incorporeal creature moves silently and
Yeah.
cannot be heard.
Because
with
flying
perception.
straight ahead, yes, you can go at a full run speed and everything like that. Going up is different. They always make it
are
that
you talking about my fly skill?
Your flight maneuverability.
Maneuverability.
Any ability that says you have flight should say you have
Whatever.
clumsy, poor, average, good, or perfect.
Oh, this is. Average.
So,
But
yeah,
I
you
have
have
a plus 18 on my fly skill.
well, average
So according to the
maneuverability
rules,
doesn't.
I can fly straight up if I want to.
Mm-hmm.
And see here it says you can use your magic items and other
For a
equipment
piece-
as normal.
For a DC 20 fly check, it says you move up greater than a 45-degree angle, but that doesn't
Yeah.
mean you're going straight up. And
Sure,
average
45 with-
maneuverability does not let you go. I mean, it lets you
So
go
here's
up
what it
and
says,
up and
Scott.
up.
You can turn at a 45-degree angle by sacrificing 5 feet of movement. You can rise at half speed at an angle of 45 degrees, and you can descend at any angle at normal speed. Note the restrictions only apply to movement taken during your current turn. So going up, and it depends on the winds too. So here's the other
It's greater
thing.
than 45. If no wind comes
Yeah.
straight down, it would just blow.
Yeah, but see, if he goes like this, if he goes up like a spiral at a 45-degree angle, he can go up at half speed effectively.
Yeah, you can go up at half speed.
That's what we're saying. He's going up at
Yeah.
half.
Yeah, I was already.
Yeah, half
He's
speed
already
is no
doing
problem. Half speed
He's
is
already
no
doing
problem.
that. Yeah.
But I know what he's going to want to say is we're going to go up there at almost like a run speed, so double the amount. Now you can do it. I
You
believe.
say, I thought we already said he said last week.
He
He
can
said he
do-
can run and fly.
Yeah, you did say I could run as long as I'm
Right.
using wings,
As long as he's using
Right.
wings.
But if you're flying at half speed,
which is half of 120.
would be the
Which is
60.
60, which is 60.
Now you could do technically, I believe you can do a double move. So in other words, if you don't take an attack action,
Yeah, he's going to go up 120.
so he goes
It's
up
like
like 4.
4 turns. He's going to go up.
Yeah. So right now he would be up. So if you put him up for the first one, then yeah, 120 would be where he's at.
Yeah, that's what we're going to do. He's going to go up. He's going to go up
Which is no
45-degree
problem.
arc, like a spiral up.
So he's doing one of
If it goes
these.
full tilt, then that
Yeah.
means he'll probably gain about 60 feet. Because he'd have to expend about half of his movement going forward and the other half going up.
Mhm.
If he's
Well, he's going to go in an arc. He's going to go forward and around in a circle.
right, but I mean just ignoring whether or not he's turning, he's still, going up at
Yes.
a certain
He's going up at a
level, but he
45.
says to go forward. It's just
Yeah.
The difference between like average, good, and perfect is just how
Right.
much movement you have to go moving forward to do
Right. He's,
Another
instead of going 120, he's going 60.
Right, he's going 60, and then if he does double
Double move, he
then it's
goes
120.
120.
That's what I was saying. Because normally, if he could do a normal move, that'd be 240.
Yes.
Up.
Right.
So yeah.
But because he can't go,
Right.
he has to go 45
Yes.
and do this arc thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what he's doing. And
That's
I'm,
what he's
and I'm
doing.
fine with that. Double
And that's
moves,
what he
no
said he
problem.
can do.
No problem.
No, yeah, he doesn't sit there and go rocket.
Yeah, you don't go rock. You don't do Iron Man straight up. No, it doesn't work that
Unless you're a pyrokineticist.
way.
Pyrokineticist has flame jet. In which case
No.
you do flame.
Like your Johnny Storm.
But that's what it is. That's basically
That's what a
that is.
pyrokineticist is. You are
Pyrokineticist with that flame jet. That's what he does. He sits there and he produces flame and uses it to go
Afterburner.
The person who made that class was probably thinking Johnny Storm.
Yeah, or many others like that.
A whole bunch of use.
Basically, a kineticist is a human version of an elemental. You get all kinds of elemental abilities. But you're not quite an elemental, but you're...
Okay.
All right, so you're heading up. You're about 120 feet up then. So you're looking down on this.
I'm going to give him another one to say he's higher.
Yeah, he's higher.
So he's been going
But you're
up
a ways out from them, way away from you. They're over 100 feet away in the other direction. So for you to move in and help them, probably, maybe you'll get into combat, maybe not. You're just going to have to trust they can handle the combat between the three of them.
These guys?
Yeah, those guys.
Unless they kill us.
Yeah, unless
One
they kill
round.
us. Could happen. Could decapitate. Oh.
Hey, when you're hitting 40 AC, you know, gotta look out.
Yep. All right, so Remley. Remley is going in. Since you're going up, Scott, Remley is going in and going to do her little flanky. She's going to fly around and, let's see, she'll do her fly. She's going to get around. Yep, she'll get around, so she'll get one attack. One attack, by the way.
Oh, but she doesn't want to go between the two of them.
Yeah, she's just going to the side. No, she's not going around to the back. She's just going to where she's flanking. She doesn't want to be... Well, their reach range, though, however, is a 10-foot reach range.
Opportunity.
Yeah, that's... Unfortunately, I think it's going to be what it's going to be.
Yeah, because if they have a 10-foot reach, you've got to go through an attack of opportunity and sit there and get in close enough to attack.
That might not be good.
That's part of the problem with being tight. They're small.
Yeah, that ain't good.
Uh-oh.
Remley.
They created Ramley.
Yeah, it happens.
Before she even got in there.
Wow, that just sucks. That royally sucks. Only 1 point though. Severed tendon. Normal damage and 1d6 of dex, but she only took 1 point of dex, so fortunately, she might be okay.
She's not losing any more fingers.
Yeah,
That's
she
okay.
lost.
Rothar can get through deck back for it.
Yeah.
Rothar can do less of restoration. Wait, maybe not today. I think he's already used a lot of his lesser restoration.
Yes, he has today, and it's still today.
Still today.
Still today.
I might have found a potion.
Yeah, she was a 28, she's now a 27. That ain't good.
I don't know.
Alright.
Okay, I find out conditions.
Alright, so now it's her attack. With the spear. Plus 15. And she rolls a 1.
Oh, she rolled a 1! Oh my goodness gracious!
I just can't read. I can't. Oh my lord! I just can't win today. Remley's having one of these days. She goes from epic moments to just, yeah, winded.
Didn't you double 20 just a second ago? with that one?
Winded. Yes, winded.
We're
We're ups and downs. All right, let's see if she can do this. All right, she might be able to make the saving throw. Let's see. It's a plus what? Yeah, 16.
Yeah,
so does she?
Just bothered her so much that she just fumbled.
Yeah.
She just was not ready for
She's
that
not
attack.
fatigued, thankfully, but it's a save to be fatigued. 15 would have missed it for her.
Not the attack, it's the indignity of it all.
Yes. It's like, ha! And then you go down. All right, so now it's their turns. All right, so they get to do 5. All right, so let's see what we get to do here. All right.
Well,
they tried to dominate one guy. He disappeared. after he broke his domination. They tried and he failed to dominate me, and they're like, "Oh, what the heck can we do?"
Oh.
And this guy, one of the guys was already hurting. We killed him. Well, brought him to 0. Oh, what's going on now?
All right, so they are attacking. All right, so hang on here. This one's going to move to Remley. This one's facing me. So the attack's going to go on to Rothar and then 3 on the others. What's Rothar's armor class?
29.
God, they got to roll an 8 or better. And they do. This ain't going to be pretty. They do 9 points of damage from rending him, and he goes -2 on his constitution. He goes down 2 points of con.
Okay.
Basically, he gets caught in there, and they rip his flesh. Lovely creatures they are.
Ability score damage temporary.
Yes. Wow, they might not hit Greta. That might work out pretty good.
And he got 9 points of damage?
Yep, 9 points and 2 points of con, which is not great for him. But let's see.
Alright, the computer's back up. I'm going to try to connect the computer.
Okay. Alright, so that. What is her armor class?
And you said you got 9 points of damage?
Yep. They don't hit her, I don't think, on that one. Nope, they don't hit her. Good. She gets missed twice, so she won't get rended. That's always nice. So this is the bite. Okay, the bite will hit. It does 10. I know.
Especially in comparison to the raging barbarian wife.
I know, right? It's just, you sit there and go, Remley just is glutton some days. And she doesn't run in there willy-nilly. She's trying to go in and do her thing. She's a swashbuckler. She just gets beaten up some days. Alright, so 29 armor class. Alright, so I gotta do the claws in color coding order. So that way I know which one's which. Alright, these two, and the other one's the bite. Alright. So the ones that match up, the green and then this gray-green dice are the ones.
Well, this is the attack on Remley?
Yeah, that's on Remley. The other two are the other two claws of Ren. Alright. So that's a 32, a 32, miss, and miss. So she ain't gonna get rended, she's gonna get things and then the bite. Okay, so she gets hit by 3. Ren.
That sucks.
Ren sucks a lot. So 15 and 20. So she takes 25 points of damage. But she doesn't get rended for constitution damage. Now, rend is just a bleeding, nasty thing.
I don't know. I mean, I did 61 points of bleed on it. It's going to bleed out here in a minute.
Oh, don't worry about that. It will do that. I mean, it's going towards... It's
going to be dead in a couple of rounds.
Yeah, at the end of this round, it goes down the rest. Or when it hits you again, it technically goes down again. So 25. Yeah.
Well, no, when it sit there and it swung on its turn, it took the bleed damage.
Yeah.
And so it won't survive
All
another
right.
round.
So this one in front of him goes down. It does. It literally dies in a puff of nasty, whiffing, smelling smoke. And it's gone. All right. So now there's that one and the other one. Round 16. All right. Let's see. We're to Orin. Okay, Orin.
All right, I'm going to move 60.
Light them up. Light them up.
And I'm going to do 230 or 260 feet of wall of fire.
Oh, la, 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 la.
How much I can get with 260 feet of
La,
wall of
la,
fire?
la, la, la. Oh, quite a few.
But I am 300 feet from this edge right here.
Quite
down,
a few,
so
my friend.
I could probably do most of the stuff here.
You're going to wipe out half this garrison. Poor people.
I still have 4 more of those spells to do. Because I can
All right.
spontaneously cast my wall of fire now.
Oh, my lord.
So I'm going to wall of fire, go around wall of fire, wall of fire, wall of fire, and then whatever I can't get, I'm going to fireball. And then after I've gone around the entire perimeter, then I'll come back to the hut and say, okay, I'm done for the day. Who needs to be healed?
If this guy has any more guys that are pulled up somewhere in here, I'm going to try to draw them out.
Well, they're going to sit there and get the wall of fire.
C,
so
B, and an A.
I'm going to put wall of
This
fire
particular
around the whole camp.
battlefield is just starting to look like Syria.
Yeah, that's the idea.
And then there's nobody here except rubble, and we just keep bombing the rubble over and over and over again.
It doesn't matter. Bomb. And then it's like the companies that manufacture the bombs, they like that. Yes, right. Government, pay us more money, we'll build you more bombs. It doesn't matter if you drop them where there's people or not. It doesn't matter. Just buy some more. And the American people are like, I'm watching our government debt ceiling just keep rising and rising.
What was that country's name in 1984? The one that's always fought over but never won definitively on each side? Wasn't it like Eurasia or something like that?
Oceania. Something like that.
All right, so
It's been a while since I've read 1984. Since I initially read it before 1984.
Yeah, I know.
And it's like 1984 was 33 years ago, and I read it before then. And I don't know. I may have read it since then, maybe once, but
I have vague memories of it.
Yeah, it is vague because they made a movie out of it. And I watched the movie once, but it was like the movie versus the book. There was massive holes in the movie. Then there was no way they could sit there and cover everything in the book. I'm kind of sad that they haven't made movies out of the Amber series.
I don't know nothing about.
Oh yeah.
They're saving it.
Yeah,
They're just waiting for all the other.
well, no, what happened is the family members have to die before they can do it because Roger Zelazny sit there and wrote a book called Damnation Alley. And they made the movie out of that book, and they butchered the book so badly that the author said, "You're never making any more movies out of my books," and he told his family in his will to not let them do it. So his family members complying with that, so it has to be his children who allow it. And he's been dead now for over 20 years, so he died in the 90s. But I think if he could see where movies have come to, because they made the movie that needed CGI like now,
So,
and they made it in the 80s.
so Paul,
So,
you have learned from the last time,
yes.
and I just read this to be reminded, because these guys are in a trench, because they are clustered in an area of like 12 to 30 people in an area, they take 1.5 times damage from area defense spells, which is a wall of fire. So your damage you do to them is 1.5.
Okay.
They do get a save, a reflex save, to try to jump out of the way, but
Well, they can get it. They could get it afterwards, but the wall's going to appear right on top of them.
So the first one's the machine gun guys, the second one's the mortar guys, and then the third trench is the rifle guys.
Okay.
So you're only getting the mortar and or the machine gun guys and the mortar guys.
So they get 17.
If they make their save.
If they make their saves, they get 8.
All right. So let's see what they need. What's their DC to make a save?
There's no save.
It's just spell resistance, yes.
Spell resistance. to sit there and do it, they have to
So
get
they
out
take-
of the. They have to climb out of the trench.
So 17's on each one. There's. Oh, and then there's the cooking of the rounds.
And then if they're undead, they get double that.
No, they're not undead.
And that's not the 1.5 times. So if you add 8 more to the 17, that's 25.
Okay, that's what I needed to know. Alright. Now comes the cooking of the rounds. God. Not a fun effect. Alright. There's 50% chance they'll go off per.
So if you survive the down to the very
I'm just going to go in at I'm just going to go at the dragons.
Alright, both guys, machine gun rounds, yep.
With my power resistance and my energy resistance, I'm just going to sit there and go in there and attack him. But I have dust. I have to have dust ones because then it's like you can't claw, right? You have to cast spells or breathe, and it's like if you breathe, my energy resistance covers that, right? And your claws do nothing, your wings you do nothing, your bite does nothing. Unless they consider those magic attacks.
Probably. If you're really wanting to, probably do some sort of greater magic.
So each group will take this.
Then I would get half.
10, 21, 31, 41, 49 points of damage from cooked rounds to the mortar guys. You've literally taken them under half hit points. Oh, so Cal, as he's watching out there, you just see the wall of fire go off to the right, which you believe is probably Orin, and you just see body parts flying all directions and guys flying out of the trenches that look to be where the mortars or those little tubes that fire up fire. They're flying out of the trench. You can see explosion after explosion as things cook off. And you just hear screams of not necessarily their routing or anything, but like, and you hear male and female screams. What they're saying, you have no clue, but they're saying something because, yeah, basically they're not happy about what's going on. That these flames just pop up out of nowhere. Ah, hey, Bug, we're playing Pathfinder. What are you doing? Yeah, we're blowing up the bad guys. That's what Mr. Scott says. We're blowing up the bad guys. Are you blowing up the bad guys? No. You don't do that, right? And see Mr. Josh there and see what he's doing.
Unfortunately, they're just guys that are in the way.
Alright, these are the
I gotta get them out.
So,
I
10,
can't
16
afford- I
more
can't
points to
afford
those guys.
Some of them are bad guys. I'm going to say that the sniper.
So what are you doing, Nut? Are you like going to sit there with him and watch what he's doing? Okay, are you sure? Yeah. What do you tell him for letting him sit there with you while you're bothering him while he's trying to do things? What do you tell him, Bug? Hey! Alright, so the other one, the other trench, you just see like things flying out with what looks like to be zipping off, and you hear wing, 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 wang, as there's rounds cooking off, hitting fence posts, hitting people, blood, and yeah, there's your wall of fire. Alright. So we're now to Greta.
Greta.
Yeah, she moves. Yeah, so she's gonna have to move and only get one attack.
One swing.
One swing. Swing. She'll hit with the one swing though. Alright. And she has 20 points of damage to that one. Let's see my wings. Yep, okay. Alright, so that one's gone. Alright, and then we go to... Alright, so now you can see over on the inside of the fence.
I could if I was really looking.
There's movement, but you don't.
But I'm not really paying attention.
You're not paying attention.
You don't have to waste time with that. My
All
goal is to go around the entire perimeter and take out all the trenches and then come back.
Alright, so...
And then maybe use fireballs if I run out of wall of fires, which I imagine I will.
I'll have this entire battlefield.
And then I'm going to focus on the towers and take out fireball all the towers and fireball, and then I'll start fireballing the inside of the compound.
All right. So, Heyman, your turn.
I always fireballed that one time.
Yes, you did.
I did a limited amount of bit to do it.
Yeah, so you heal himself again. It's not fun, but you know, it takes time to heal yourself. I'm sorry, I'm not there to heal you, but I can't go and follow you. You left before I got there.
I made my bed and I'm having to lie. Which I am doing comfortably. Recuperating.
Recuperating. I'm in this maze. Big's healing myself, and Big's like, I don't think that's what I had intended for the maze, but.
Well, I know it is. You know it is. It's like, why else would you have a reverse maze except to escape being killed?
All right.
I hadn't had the maze. Mig would be down one
So.
day. Albeit temporarily, but still.
Put him behind Rothar. He doesn't say anything behind Rothar. That's right there. Yep, but nope, up. Behind him.
That's true. I could be
Behind Rothar.
Yes.
What is that?
Who do you think that is?
Oh, Rasputin.
I could have conceivably been turned into an undead creature by the time you got there.
That's good news. I don't know if I could have raised you that.
No, it would have been very inconvenient.
2 more afterwards.
What's he doing?
Oh, he's doing something pretty nasty.
Thing that I can spell
I think we should be a vampire in the
Yes, you sure can. Well, you're a ways away. Are you within?
I'm right here.
Yeah.
Okay, you
that
are right
here
there.
Is from here.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
You are not even close.
Nope, you're not.
You are like 300 plus feet away.
None of those people are me, and that's what they really care about.
Okay, so Rothar.
All right, he needs to make a Fortitude save, DC 29.
Ooh, 29?
29.
I need a 15 or better. He does not make it.
He takes 85 points of damage.
Oh, crap. I did this wrong.
85.
Doesn't Lothar have spellcraft too?
Rothar does
Yes.
have spellcraft.
All right, so Rothar going to roll to see what he got hit with.
Sure.
Like DC 15 cell level, I think, kinda.
Oh, well. His spellcraft is a 17.
He believes it's a thing called Soul Reaver. It's a necromantic spell, and basically what it does
I think he tried to
is
hit you.
it's a potent death spell is what it is.
It kills you and then it raises you as a group.
Yeah, well,
Because that's
if
what
you
it
have Mythic, it does.
Well,
He
it's
can-
a mythic only spell.
Right,
You
but
can't cast it unless
well,
you're-
it said yeah, you can. It says you spend 1 point of your mythic thing, and you can raise him as an animate dead. So that's the nasty part. Then they bring him
No,
back.
because that is the exact thing that you tried to do.
Yeah. So now
He's right
it
behind him?
now it disappears because every time he does something like that animation disappears.
Okay.
So yeah, he basically appeared long enough to go. Well, actually, what he said is in the language because I don't think he understood, did he?
I don't know.
Probably not. I don't think he has any tongues that got that.
Well, he knows a lot of languages.
But Russian.
He does not have
Yeah.
Russian because
He's-
I didn't give it to him.
He says these words: "Dusha jego vospitvajet," and then he goes "Ah!" as if his very life is being sucked out of him.
That's okay.
And that's it.
We will sit there and swing at him next time when we see him inside the physical, and it's like, okay.
You guys are gonna love finding Rasputin at the end of this. It's
Well,
like
fortunately, he can heal himself as a swift action.
Oh,
Yes.
and he can sit there and forego swinging at that guy since Red
Yes.
is there. He can also sit there and cast a spell.
All right, so Damien, it's you now. Are you moving up closer to that tower again?
He will, but before he does, he's going to cast a spell.
All right, what's he gonna cast?
He's going to cast Permanent Image.
Oh, so he's got another
he's
one.
seen
up
enough
there.
of these soldiers to get kind of an idea of, the kind of things that they do, the kind of weapons they have, and generally what they do. Enough that he's going to recreate them with
That's a
different
squadron
with
of
different
one.
uniforms and slightly different weapons.
Ah,
He's going to have them appear here.
okay.
Let's see, this one right here is going to be a tank or a giant cannon or something big and noisy.
Yeah, the ones that you're going
Make it
close
look
to.
make it look like a German tank.
Yeah, but as you watch them pop, yeah.
The only tanks he knows of is the ones that he's seen now. He doesn't have to make it look like a particular thing because
They're just a different kind
It's
of
too bad
tank.
because if he would have made it look like a German tank, and
like Damien doesn't know what a German tank looks like.
I know, but I'm just
Oh yeah,
saying.
okay.
The Russian shoulders would have said, "Oh shit!"
How many of them can you do? Multiples?
He
He's
can
doing a
do
lot.
one 20-foot cube and one 10-foot cube per level that he is. So 20 feet, one 20-foot cube
All
plus
right.
13 10-foot cubes.
All right.
So what he's going to do is that all these ones right here are looking like soldiers who are coming in with machine guns, and then they just are open fire in Russian, and or no, they'll use gibberish. It doesn't matter. Or he'll just shout so that everyone can hear it, and then they'll start opening fire, and then all these spots right here are spots of explosions and things like that actually hit. So
Yeah. So
and-
basically, you guys hear this from around you. Otkretki Ogun! And you see basically the troops are moving in, firing.
You don't want to get too close.
Weapons.
Fire resistance.
Oh, you're good.
So, as long as they're not firing at our own guy. Yeah, you see
These
another.
days are just blew up.
Basically, those of you in the battlefield, Scott, you see like other soldiers and tanks appear, and you hear the firm or the sprays Otreki Organ, and then all of a sudden you see bullets flying and stuff like that.
So what does that mean?
It means open fire. What he said, open fire. It's just in Russian. Yeah. All right. So will Rothar believe those are his friends? He doesn't know. I mean, to him, they just appeared and started firing. Yeah, no, he does not have message up. So Rothar.
Rothar's going to sit there and spend this round healing.
Okay, but he sees behind him soldiers firing machine guns at the compound. No, they're
not
aiming
aiming at him.
No, they're not aiming at him. That is fortunate.
So he will be happy with that.
Yeah, and Kal-El, you see all these things appear out of nowhere. They're starting to fire on the compound, and there's explosions and stuff going on around them, and you don't know whether they're real or not, but you just see. And yes, the ones in the trenches that aren't on fire try to turn and fire on the ones around them.
Well, it's only coming in one direction because I don't have the ability to get it all around.
What you doing, Janet?
No, not multiple castings, please.
Okay. So, boom.
30 feet.
Yeah.
30. Cool. He's 40 feet away. Excellent. I'll do that.
You gotta do something. Dun, dun, dun. There might be death. There may be death. All right.
Well, I don't know.
So, Kal-El, are you going to do
hurt?
anything other than flying up?
Are these guys hurt or no?
Well, my goal is, because I'm trying to get past the towers and try to take out the towers. So, instead of flying directly at them and shoot it on one, my goal is to fly above them and drop on one.
All right.
To assault it.
So you're about 240 feet up in the air, and from the nearest towers, like machine gun towers and stuff, you're at least 240 feet away.
So, I'm going to start angling over toward those towers, but high.
You're going to keep going up.
So basically,
he's just going to sit there and get the same thing, but rather than spiral, now he's going to move.
All right, so
he's going to move 60 feet closer.
All right, so move him closer. You got that under control.
Yes. And now he's 3 up instead
right.
of.
Remley, regaining her composure, is going to stab at the one right near her.
3.
She's angry now.
So that means that you are 100
at herself.
Or 360 feet up.
All right, so she gets 2 attacks.
Oh, and you're flying double speed, right? So you move
yeah.
Okay,
oh,
so
that's
here.
nice. So one of those might confirm. One might not. Ooh, it does. All right, so she gets 1 critical and 1 regular hit.
Is she hurt?
Piercing. Oh yeah.
What about Greta? Is she hurt?
Not yet. Okay, so it does 1 intelligence damage to these things. Yikes. Does that affect anything on it? Anything? No. Nice. It sends them really down to rudiment. They're rudiment as it is. So it does 1 intelligence and 1 bleed. All right, so she will do normal times 3 on these. So let's just do this. Plus 5. So she does 26, and then the fire damage, which she won't do any of that because it doesn't affect them. Yeah, that doesn't do anything. Alright, so she just does 26 to hit 1, which is pretty good. So 1. The other one's just a regular hit. She has 7 more points. She is good, thankfully. Alright, so she damages the one with 2 little pointy spear attacks. And then it goes to Damien. Or, no, actually, I'm sorry. Not Damien, the Damon. Gotta keep those two straight. Damien and the Damon. Alright, so now it's the Damons. Let's see, Greta or her? Greta. Okay, who wants Greta? It's gonna try to rend Greta. Let's see if it gets to. Ooh, that might. Let's see. It's a plus what? Plus 21. It's 31, 32. What's Greta's things? Yep, it hits her for a rend. And then non-rend. And then the bite. Alright, so it rends her. Alright, Greta is rended.
Suppressing it long enough for him to kill it is good enough for pain.
Exactly. Well, just suppress it long enough for me to get behind whatever is dominating. And I'm good.
And then I'll cast a spiritual ally in front. So you actually look for him.
As long as I'm behind it, I don't need.
Oh, really?
Yeah, stab in the back. Backstab.
I can actually do that too. I can cast protection. I mean, it's not protection with evil, but it is
What are you on
magic circle against the wall.
on
Potions. I can give him a device that he doesn't need me or you there. He can do it himself.
what's the level of the potion for critical wounds?
Critical is 4.
4.
So you can't
Yeah.
have a potion.
What's that?
So you can't have a potion. You have a potion to a series.
18.
No.
Potions are limited to what? I don't know.
Level 4.
I don't brew potions, so yeah.
Level 4 is 1s.
Okay, well.
Alright, so that's a total of 36 points to Greta plus a rend, so she gets -2 on the con, and she's not happy. But what you gonna do?
Then I wrote down the wrong thing.
Yeah, 3rd or lower. Yep.
No worries.
Yeah, I don't have that feat. I might do it, but brewing potions while we're moving around is.
So, Oren, it is your turn. Actually, no, the other Damon moves over
What
this
happened?
way.
What happened? Did I already go?
Not yet.
No, Rothar. I mean, Rothar this turn.
Not Rothar hasn't gone this turn.
He hasn't.
Yeah. He did your healing.
Rothar hasn't healed yet. He's going to, but he didn't tell me I could go yet.
It's not. It's top of the order. It's Remily the Damons.
So did he go yet?
Last round you healed.
Yeah, he healed.
You healed last round. This is the new round. The new round, Remily's at the top. Remily's
You
got a
said
32.
I heard you say he healed.
Yes.
I was going to heal. I haven't actually healed myself.
Oh, then do your heals. Yeah, you said you were going to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You
All right.
announced that you
Yeah, you announced it, so I assumed you did.
That's fine. 10, 20, 28 for the first one. I'm assuming I can do lay on hands twice since one's a swift.
I would think so. As many times you got lay on hands.
Oh,
Absolutely.
yeah, he's got 8 per day.
Yeah, you're fine. You should be all right.
Okay, so I'll take 2 of them.
Yeah, the Damon laid into Greta. She looks bad. She took a nice tear to her body where it rended her.
Man, I wish I was healing.
28 and 18 is black.
I know, you'll be getting back in the time for these things to disappear.
Well, I'm just gonna go count on that tower. I still got stuff to take care of. So that tower and me have issues.
You also have a 1 to.
Then after that, do the fire damage for the wall of fire for Oren.
Yeah.
So it does its next round of thing.
Oh, okay. They're still in there?
Yeah.
Alright, so it does another 17. Plus 1.5, so it's 25 again. Okay, so Rothar got himself up to 69.
What's the matter, Bug? That's not a bad thing. 10, 20, 30. So, all right. So the ones with the mortar rounds are gone. They're either fleeing out of the trench or dead.
How many trenches on this side of the camp are?
Or 2 of them are on fire.
But there's still one that hasn't been touched.
Yes, that's the rifle. Which they're firing back at the tanks that are aiming at them that look like enemy tanks.
Okay.
They're not worried about you. They're worried about all those
They
illusionary
will
things.
be when I go.
Well, now let me ask you, on those permanent images, do they go away when bullets or things strike them? Like any illusion?
I can have it react any way I want.
Okay.
So since I'm
All right.
focusing on it, I can have it react as they do stuff.
That's good, because then that's a 25 to those guys. And then 48 on them. 10, 15, and so it's 40 points total to those guys. Alright.
Well, you can do what
I'm taking up valuable space in my.
You can do what I do, but just sit there and let me give you another one. Let's keep giving you one.
Well, I know you gave me the potion. You gave me one.
Alright, so now what is Orin?
But if this is easy.
So Paul, what is Orin going to do? Because
the rifleman on this side?
Yeah.
Another wall of fire.
Oh, jeez.
Don't worry, I'm going to run out.
I know you will.
If I can hear Orin casting, I will coordinate my illusions.
You can. Oh, absolutely. You guys are close. Well, actually, no. You can't necessarily hear him because he's almost 300 feet away from
Oh, that's fine.
So that one, that trench, and then I'm going to sit there and go another 60 feet down.
Wow. All right. So you're going into the graveyard.
Yes, going toward the graveyard, yes.
All right. All righty. So do your damage to those guys. They're in that trench.
Okay. 6 plus 13, 19 and a half, so 27.
That's 27.
27.
And you don't hear the rounds cooking off there like the other ones because they just have rifle rounds. So
Yeah, that's fine. I don't care. They just on fire.
yeah, they're on fire. All right. So are you gonna move after that or not?
Yeah, so after I cast it, then I move 60 feet
60
down toward the back of the
down towards the back.
down
All
toward
right.
the back. And then the
So
next
that
turn,
puts you.
I'm going to do 240 around to the back. And hopefully I get around to the back 240 that time.
All right.
That's a double move.
So that puts you 5, 6. And then you have a 1, 2, 3. All right. You're going to run, and you'll be inside of that tower back there.
Yep.
All right.
I am out around where the barbed wire is. So they're just basically seeing dust around the barbed wire.
Mm-hmm. Doesn't make it the best of situations, but it's interesting.
After, and I'm kind of running where the trench just got lit up. So they have to actually look through the fire to see me over the top of it.
All right.
Because I'm immune to the fire damage that I produce. Because it's like I have fire resistance high enough to where it wouldn't cause me any damage.
All right, so we're going Greta on the creature.
36 at most plus 15.
Yeah, I can't do enough to sit there and hurt me.
Greta is going on those guys.
Well,
She
that's
gets
if I
out
go through.
3 with her keen axe. It's 1. That's 2. And that's that.
I was
So
gonna
she
take double
goes
damage from taking a whole lingering
hit,
spell. Wait, does-
hit,
doesn't
and
it
miss.
Is that right?
Yeah, hit, and miss. Does hit, and miss. Oh,
Is this on Greta or Greta doing the attack?
yeah, on Greta doing the attack. Hang on. Do me a favor. Make a will save with
Woohoo.
for Rothar. I gotta make mine for one more than Greta. Yep, they'll make it.
Will save?
Yes. It has an aura effect around it. Forgot
He
it has an
rolled
aura
a
effect.
18 plus 12, that would be a
Yeah,
30.
he's fine. Alright, so the aura effect's fine. Alright, so she hits 3 times her axe. That's 1, 2, 3, plus 36. Damage. Alright, so that. So that's 10, 20, 30, 32, 38. Alright. Only does 38 to it. Okay, so he does his thing. Now it's him. It's not anything more. He can keep doing all kinds of stuff. He's a nasty little individual. You guys are gonna love to hate Grigory Rasputin. That machine does all kinds of things for him.
We're just gonna have to break it.
Yep.
Unfortunately, I don't have disintegrate spells. That's how I used to do it. That's my previous high-level characters. Disintegrate. You gotta be pretty damn strong magic wise to stop disintegrate.
I don't get that until it's 4th level.
Yeah, wizards it was a 6th level.
Alright, so Scott,
It is for me. It's just when I can do it.
you see floating around you Grigory Rasputin.
Up in the
Oh,
air.
sweet! Spiritual weapons.
Yeah.
Your spiritual weapons
Your
are
spiritual
gone.
weapons are
Sorry, I
gone.
was wrong. I'm getting it.
Yeah.
You
They're
hear
double duration.
I was wrong. I'm getting it at 15th level last time.
I guess they would stay with him
They
because
do. That's what it says.
if he
It's
moved,
not
they
with
just
the other
stay
guys
with
do
him.
it.
well, what you hear is Schmert Storma. And then you see lightning fire out at him in all directions, including at you.
That's fine.
6, 8, 10. Alright. I need you to make a reflex save.
What's the astronomical high number?
30.
Made it.
16.
And you were worried.
Wow, 30. I'd have to roll 17.
I have a 15
I would have to
base,
roll above
and
it.
I
I would need a D30 to roll.
Rothar can't do it. He only gets +9, so he can't literally make it DC 30.
This is higher.
You take 50 points of electricity damage.
Even without the negative level, I still have.
And then he disappears at that point.
and that's jacked up. Alright, cool.
If you haven't figured out, Scotty, he's never really there. It's an illusion every single time he appears.
Yeah, but it's an illusion that he can cast real spells through.
Yes. Which he's more than that. You see those things, those purple lightning bolts? That's the whole reason he basically can be anywhere in this area and do anything he wants from touch attacks on.
I'm sure there's a whole bunch of like non.
It's their way of unfairly saying he can do anything he wants anytime.
It's just the only spell I know offhand that allows you to cast through an illusion.
Until we turn off all his powers.
Until you turn off all his towers.
We don't know how to do that.
Yes, you don't. Max has tried once, and Max almost died in the process. Well, I didn't die, but he had some fun.
I got thrown out of
He got thrown out of the tower,
I
basically.
don't know if these things are gonna burn or not. I have a
But the
sneaking.
people running them can burn.
I can burn the people so that they can't control it anymore. But
It is
Painman's
Painman's turn. Painman, what you gonna do? What you gonna
I
do?
don't know if I can burn down the tower.
Heal.
Well, as long as you
All right.
eliminate the defenders of the
Damien,
you can get up
he's
there.
healing, so what are you gonna do?
I am going to.
Okay, you guys don't know this, but I already tried that. I killed everybody in that car. I lobbed the fireball right into the console.
Yeah. And
for my
and
trouble,
basically
I
it
was
went
propelled back out of the tower at great velocity, and
So.
the thing is still generating
All right. Well,
purple
that's
stuff.
fine. I'm
gotta think
all
of a
apology
roll
right now. So
it's not good.
as my
It's like
move
Baba
action,
Yaga's house. What do you
As
do?
my stand.
There's a way
I don't
of
think
shutting
I'm
it
gonna
down.
be able to fireball it. burn
There's
it.
a way of shutting it down, but you gotta find out.
We'll figure it out.
And the brute force methods, I don't think are gonna work.
If they would have, then you figure somebody would have already shut it down by now.
I can tell you from personal experience. Well, I will tell you from personal experience.
That's true.
Eventually, the
No one.
fireball on it doesn't work.
Well,
Alright.
if they did, they're dead.
Probably not many. There's a lot of blood and tracks in the ground. There's a lot of graves out back, so we're appalled.
And the thing is, I think we're pretty far back.
Damien's going to spend the standard action to direct his illusions. Eventually, he's going to shout, "Okay, begin the invasion!" And then he'll direct all of these ones to make it appear as though there are more soldiers, and they're just going to start moving in.
Okay.
Yeah, since all of these are 10-foot squares, a few of them will go up to Rothar and politely explain the situation. In fact, one of them will unmask himself as Damien.
So, Horsho Nishat
He
Vosheni.
will quietly explain to them.
That's what you say. Horsho Nishat Vosheni.
I don't know where you want to move that.
Which means, okay, begin the invasion.
Once he gets past over here.
The Russian that you'll learn, just from my little translating program, the fact is I can pronounce it. Because
Well, he's just using tons of
I'll just comment on
I didn't take Russian.
this plan with
Я говорю русский или плохо. Not very good.
I'll just comment using all the all the Russian I've learned from watching you later to make sure.
There you go. Enough. That's all you needed. Alright. Rothar gets to attack the critter if he wants to move up and attack the critter. You only get one attack. Or the other critter. There's two of them.
And divide.
This one. or
Divide.
Divide.
Yeah,
he's not really ready to do that yet.
not ready to do that
As an
yet.
added bonus, since
He's
they
gonna-
are
he's gonna
actually
keep
still fighting
healing.
with the Russian army, in other places, the ones that he makes die, he'll have them just keep going, bullet holes and all. And the more
Give 'em
injury
freaked out.
they make, the more.
So are
injury
you affecting the other side of the place too, or just this side?
He's just affecting this area because this is where we kind of blew a hole in their defenses. So we're making it look like that they're with us and that they're going to go straight through there in order to try to.
And I take it all those little marbles right there that are out there are all those soldiers and tanks.
Yeah, each of those is a 10-foot square filled with soldiers.
All right. So
Oh, not
he
good.
did well enough on his lay on hands, his third lay on hands,
Mm-hmm.
where now he can move and he can engage this one and swing.
Well, yeah, do your swing and then I'll do my thing.
He'll have his doppelganger Damien tell Rothar and friends to get out of there.
Confirm.
Like, get out of this.
32 confirm.
32 will confirm. Absolutely.
All right. So damage.
Alright, let's do this. So the confirm, and it's a slashing weapon. Ooh, wow. Alright. Throat slash. Normal damage plus 2d6 bleed. Target cannot talk or breathe while bleeding.
All right.
Nice
so,
job. You throat slashed him. You do 2d6 extra bleed to him outside
Okay,
of
so
that.
53 damage
Okay.
plus 7 bleeds.
And that 53 is with the critical amount
Yes.
put in there? Alright.
Oh no! Wait, no.
Yeah, it's a times 3 critical.
It's a times 3.
Mm-hmm.
I thought scimitars were 2.
2, but you get an extra one
Oh.
for the...
Times 2. Scimitars are times 2. Falconas are times 3.
Yeah, but you get an extra bump because the critical gave him an extra bump.
Okay.
If it's double, you...
So 50 times 3, so that would be 153.
It's dead. You basically cut its throat and off on its head.
Okay. Oh, we still got this.
Yes, you got that one. All right. Now the real fun begins. And they can go to 200 and 300 feet. Nice. Well, they're going to retaliate on the soldiers out there, in which all your friends are in the middle of them. The Asen mortars and the Hotchkisses.
Where are they?
On that side.
So on this side over here?
Yep.
That's
Firing
okay.
them.
I'll get them.
And some of the ones from the compound. It's
That's okay,
like
I'll get them
boom,
too.
boom, 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 boom.
I'm keeping note where the fires are coming from as target. I have this side.
Bing bong, bing
This
bong.
side's done.
All right, so
I just have to sit there and
I
get
will
the back.
say with each roll that confirms 50%, it goes after the group that's in there. You guys, that's in the middle. That means the other creature will be affected. All right, so that'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 possible hits. So 50% on 5 possible hits. There is, yep, 0, 6, that's 1. 12, that's 2. 17, that's 3. 15, that's 4. All 5 of them hit the party. Jeez. It was a good idea, don't get me wrong, but the soldiers are moving through the party. If they had gone around the party, it wouldn't have fired
They
into
are
that
going
thing.
around the party. That's why he's continuing to concentrate on himself. So there's not like a glitch in the matrix sort of visual here.
3. Alright, so that's 3.
Uh-oh.
Out of
That means
5.
that Renly, Rothar, and
Oh, I know.
And
And it
Greta
means
are gonna
everybody.
keep
Thankfully, none of them were critical.
I'm glad I healed myself.
This ain't pretty. Alright, so that
Thankfully,
is
none of them were critical. Remember that.
10.
Yeah, but I don't think it's going to matter. The amount of dice he's rolling.
There's 66 in
Right.
order.
Oh,
30.
thankfully they're not critical.
40.
Just keep telling yourself that.
If you're at negative more than your constitution, does it really matter?
Alright, so 55 points of damage so far. And the creature will take it too. Don't worry. The demon takes it too.
Don't worry, the creature will die too. Oh wait.
Oh, that's very helpful. Thank you.
Yeah, exactly. So 50. It wasn't a bad idea what you were doing. It's just they moved to where the party was. And they're screaming attack and assault. And it's a nice
I don't know. If he doesn't always survive, Rothar is negative.
Hey, if you survive
65.
next level, one of these levels, I'll get
70.
points.
Alright, 80. 90. Alright, so 95 points of potential damage. But there is a good thing in all this. Yes, there is good. Not much, but there is good in all this.
If nothing else, everyone is lying down.
I want to go become a follower of Big so I can go into this maze and heal myself.
Alright, make for me 2 reflex saves for Rothar.
All right, reflex save number 1 is a 23.
Good. Next reflex.
Is better than that, 24.
Alright, so he only takes 34 points of damage.
Rothar
Because you dove out of the area.
dove out of the area.
That's the whole point.
You're
Yes. It's like, you hear the whistle of them coming in, and you're diving to the nearest shell holes. So, Rothar is by the tanks. He dove over by the tanks. Alright, so let's see if Remley and the rest of them can survive this. Alright, Greta will be first. Can Greta make her reflex? Oh, good. She's got 17 reflex. She might.
don't you have that range?
She does.
You have to have evasion?
No.
No.
I thought you had evasion.
What?
So.
For Rothar?
Oh, that's right. You're not into the Rothar ticket.
And Orin doesn't have a ring of evasion.
Neither Rothar nor Greta are.
Fortunately, Remley and them got plus 17 to the saves, and it's only
I
a
have
20
always
after
wanted a ring of evasion, but never got
Wow, just made it and just made it. So Remley only takes 30 points. You just hear whistling and they're flying, so move Remley over this way about 1 square. Because you just...
She's flying over the tank now. The imaginary tank. Did Greta dive too?
Yes, she dove towards the tanks.
Oh,
She's like, holy crap!
so diving, that means they're all prone.
Yes. Yeah, nobody's up. They're all prone at this
What
point
about
to
this
begin their things. That thing, now we gotta see if it made its saves. It's 2. Alright.
What, is it a large creature? What's it gonna save?
It still gets a
The same
reflex
race
save,
medium
just like
does.
anybody else
It's not
does.
as good a reflex.
Yeah, it's only a 14, so it has a chance. So 6 or less, it misses its save. Nope, makes both, so it only takes 30 points. But,
Would it dive and
exactly.
get prone?
Yeah, it would be down on the ground wherever it went. It was like flying around, rolling, and doing its thing.
Imagining this nightmare creature.
Yeah.
Going, duck and cover.
As you're
cover.
watching over there, you see your friends go, flying towards the tanks and there's explosions.
And you heard the thumps from the other side of the place.
Sit there and blow everything up inside.
You heard two thumps from over here. So this is where you heard two thumps. All the thumps that you heard came from over here and out.
Yeah, I don't have to worry about it.
There were none from that side. All the thumps came back.
When you're running out of potions,
And there's actually another group over
I have the one. I haven't used
Because
one.
as you look at these borders, there's only like 4 operators on each. One to reload and this. So they're all kind of in here thumping. And so the mortar rounds came from the inside out.
Okay.
Not from this side, because that would have been too far. Those guys are there. There's a crew of 4 with each. So you can scare them to death with your tanks or whatever other.
They're inside the compound?
Yeah, they're inside the compound. They came out of the barracks.
What's going to happen is that the more damage they take, I mean, they'll fall and then they'll get
It's
back
a mortar
up.
round?
Damage, and they're going to. Have you ever played Resident Evil?
These are all.
The mortar rounds are the ones that blow up if I fireballs.
Yes. They're all the awesome mortars that are going off.
So Rick, if you've ever played Resident Evil 2, they're going through, the more damage they take, the more transformed they're going to look, more nightmarish.
But the funny part is, it seems like, because again, it says it in the book, and that's something I'll share. These guys here all fought in World War I. So every one of these troops that he has are World War I veterans. So they've seen it all, been through it all, and it says they cannot be. Well, what it says.
These firewalls coming.
Yeah, no, they didn't see the firewalls, but it says no matter the spells or what the party throws at them, they cannot be shaken, staggered, or influenced otherwise to run away or flee.
They've seen flamethrowers.
Yeah, they've seen their buddies running around on fire. I mean, it's just not. Yeah, they're.
Well, the point doesn't have much to scare them. I mean, that's always a
You
bonus,
have to
but
distract.
just to distract them and give them a reason to think, oh crap, these things aren't dying.
The only thing, no, they're not dying. And by the way, move your troops forward.
I already did.
Normal. Okay, all right.
You're
So that takes us
Because
to.
eventually, I'm going to have them converge and go in a line through fire right here.
So that takes us to Rothar. So now Rothar can get himself up. He wants to go in and try to get a melee hit on the one.
No.
Or he's just going to stay down. Yes, that's
He's going
one
to
action.
stand up, and he's going to sit there and
Swift heal
swift
again.
heal
He's just,
again.
He just is not having a
I'm
good
going
day.
through all these
Had a bad day.
lay on hands. I'm
Wait,
like, I don't know why
Wait, we
he
got to
has a
scrape up
problem.
the pieces of Remily. Get her back.
Right.
The next resurrection.
23.
Oh,
23
Lord.
game back. All right.
You know what's
and
funny? All these sessions, and you guys have yet to make it inside the compound.
He's going to do one more.
Well, as they say,
I
those
say
are
what?
quite like over.
I said all these sessions, and you guys have yet to make it in the compound. Maybe a sneak. Maybe a sneak would have been the better part of Valor, even though Cademan got
Rothar
caught.
is done.
It might have been the better part.
Rothar is done. He stood up and healed himself.
Yeah, yeah. So, note to self, Dimension Door and Mass Invisibility are the next spells taken to get around.
Mass invisibility wouldn't have helped. The spotlight still would have found us.
Outside the compound. Inside the compound, if you don't make a lot of noise. Yeah.
Door in, yeah.
See?
What fun is that when you can simply punch through an entire army?
Yeah.
I know. Well, yeah, you're going to get experience. You guys will get experience from
We were
this.
behind when we got here. We're going to
Well, oh, you will make up. You guys will be very soon 15th level. You've blown through another, what is it? You're almost through 12 groups of soldiers, which are some big CRs. And you did kill, well, not permanently, but you did take down one of the undead. You won't get experience twice. I'll give it to you once, but you won't get it twice.
But then we've taken down 2 of these.
And you have taken down 2 of those. So there's some experience to be had.
We're not done yet.
And you're
I'm
not
going
done.
to sit there and take some more of these strips out.
I know you will. So Kal-El, you see all this just devastation. You see mortar rounds going around in your friends from the compound.
That'll be right.
You see the troops that were running in now are very badly damaged, but they're still running, bloody and all, crying forward.
Well done.
Does your ability allow you to see like outside at all?
Yeah, do you get to see outside of that? Nope.
So So
He's busy
At
healing.
this point, I'll have leveled off and be moving toward.
That's
I
fine.
mean, I need
Alright.
other dimensions.
So now as you level off, so you are that would put you 240 feet up, I believe, right? So then you can then go. So now move him. He can go at a full run speed since he's leveled off.
He's leveling off.
He's at 240 feet up. Just keep that in mind. And
I got
then
him
move him
360.
forward.
I got him 360.
All right, you got him 360. All right, so
Put
he's
it down,
right up a little more.
360.
All right, so 360 up. So now move him across a regular run speed fly.
Run, speed, fly.
Yeah, so as if you're running, move him
120
forward.
times 4 is 480.
480 feet. So move him in.
120 was his height.
No, he moves a regular 120 with those wings. They're magical wings. He moves at a regular.
Is that from a spell?
No,
I
it's.
move at 60
Oh.
rings. The 120 is the times 2. It's double move.
Oh, Scott or Paul.
So it's 240.
Paul 240. He moves 240.
If 240
Yeah.
is the full run.
I didn't
240
know
is
you
the
weren't
full run.
hasted. That's the other thing. You
Okay.
can haste from time to time.
Okay.
So all right.
All right, so he's there.
That's 2 of these.
Alright, so.
Okay, let's see.
there
He's
should be-
here.
Is there a tower there?
Their tower there. There's one that's probably fallen over there.
Well,
Yeah,
I'm not
this one
going
right
for
here,
falling over.
and then
I'm
there's
going for one
this
that's up,
destroyed.
because that would
Yeah, there's
eliminate the snipers.
to
Well,
your-
tell you
to-
what, is there-
No, there
What
and
about
those.
one of the magical towers? Is one of those over there?
Yes, there's one to the far right where Josh is. That's down that way. So if you're gonna move him that way.
It's over where.
Okay.
No, no, no.
Alright, so-
There's another
Josh
tower
is-
out this way. There's
Which-
another
which
tower
way do
this
you
way.
wanna
There's
go,
a
the
tower
right
this
one or
way.
to the left one?
Well, don't mix things up. This tower right here is on this side,
Yes.
way down. There's another one just like it on this side
On this
with
side over there.
fully armed snipers and everything else in it.
Okay.
This one has nobody in it now, right?
That one there on this.
England took everybody out.
Right,
with
the
fireball.
one that would be that one I drew out would be on your side, Paul,
Right,
on
over
the far
here,
side.
yes.
Yes, there's no one in there
So
There's
do you want to
another
go to
one.
one with people or without people?
with.
Yes, because I'm trying to eliminate the snipers.
Okay.
All right,
So I'll put him over here. Toward
Okay,
something
alright.
over there.
so from where he's going, let me tell you how far it would be to go over that direction. So we can be.
And he's still 360 feet up.
Yep.
That's that times 120.
All right, so it's 300 feet from where the roadway is. Look at where I drew that roadway. This way is 300 feet to that tower. And then forward from where he is probably another 100 feet.
I'm taking out all these. I gotta take
Yeah.
out these and then come back around this side
Correct.
and take out those.
Yeah. So he's going almost, with the angle and everything else, he's probably going about 360 feet this way to get to that tower.
I'm gonna be able to do these with walls.
So
When I get to the
240.
backside, I gotta use fire.
So Scott, by if you do another full-on run, now you won't get to attack. You'll reach the tower and be above it next round. Again, won't get an action. It's at a full tilt fly. Because right now you move 240 feet and it's another 120 feet away. But then you'll be over it. So that
Alright,
means
so okay.
so you'd have to do a double move basically
So another double move.
Well, no,
to
yeah.
get to-
to get above it. So you've done a full run speed fly plus a double move to get above it. You cross the no man's land up in the sky and then you're right above the tower. Now, you gotta watch because the other thing you see is that tower emits from that little metal ball on top with the large hole that it's sitting on, emits purple lightning towards the center of the compound where the onion domes are.
The ones that are damaged but not damaged,
Yes.
however that works.
Yeah, and you can see them because they're hovering about the what looks to be probably the monastery with those onion domes sits about 50 feet off the ground, hovering in the sky. But you can see the outline of what looks to be a ruin. So it's almost like it's real and whole, and then there's ruins, and it's real and whole, and there's ruins. It's almost one imposed upon the other.
It's blinking between realities.
Yes, very good.
So and the purple towers, they're on the things that are crackling with energy.
Yes.
They're on the ground.
Every time the ones that crackle with energy, those outer towers, and hits it, it looks whole. When it goes a couple seconds in between while they're recharging, it goes to what looks like a decrepit monastery. So it gives you an idea. And you could try to do a knowledge arcana to see if you could figure kind of what it is that's doing this.
Alright.
Almost to the 19th round. 19 rounds since you guys started this.
About a minute a day.
I know, right? We'll go till 3:30 today.
rounds. I can fight again.
And a 17.
You think it has to do with the machine doing something to pull another dimension into this dimension?
Wait,
Probably stop that.
wait, aren't you, you said something about being comfortable, aren't you like have a Fae background? What do we know about Fae and other worldly dimensions?
The first world, you don't know a lot. First world, you'd have to do a knowledge nature check to see what you know. Yeah. You would know a little bit, you know, for being Fae background.
I don't know. Orin doesn't know a damn thing.
Well, then do a roll on it if you want to try to figure out some about it. I'll tell you things off the first world. These are just things that you
like Baba Yaga.
We can do that later.
Okay.
No, I thought she was born in Russia.
Oh, she was born. The rumor is now, as players, you know, Baba Yaga was born in 1900 Russia, so this is home. But as characters, you don't know that. But you guys, as the Dark Rider mantle on you, you feel the most at peace here, almost like
We're
this
close.
would be home. Yes.
Maybe we're close to where she is.
So
Maybe she's in this.
well, ever so
Electricity
often, you think you hear a cry of an old woman.
Maybe she's in this dome that's up in the air when you got to get in there. But to get in there, we got to turn off this electricity.
Yep, we have to turn off the Tesla.
We got to turn
All
off
right,
the Tesla coil.
so Remily is zooming back up off the ground at the one on the ground and trying to hit the prone one before it gets up. She gets one flying attack. Oh, and she gets a 19. That's a beautiful thing. And does she? Yes.
I'm not doing it because if you're going to do it, let
Ding,
me give you
ding, ding,
electricity
ding.
resistance.
Hey, Rick, are there any cables on the ground that lead to the
Yes. Yes, there are. There are cables that look like they're very thick that are anchored into the ground in what looks to be the hardened stone, and then there's some other cables that are linked to the fence.
I'm almost out. I'm literally.
Yeah.
I have never been this
Like, that's
long.
gonna be my new
in a
target.
long time. I can do third level.
Wow.
I haven't hit. Yeah,
All right, guys. So Remley hit
I've been
this.
more spells through this whole thing than I ever
So
have.
Remley hit the creature.
I think
What
I-
It was
This
left
thing?
reeling. Double damage and target takes -2 penalty to its armor class for 3 rounds.
Yeah, just about reached the half point of my spells.
All right, so let's see what she does.
I've used a lot of spells.
She does 30 points of damage to it, and it's left reeling. Okay, so it's at a. All right. So now the daemon is getting up off the ground, which takes 1 move, and so it only gets 1 strike, so it can't rend or anything. And it misses Remley with a 2. Short and
as
mighty.
it should?
Short and mighty. Annoyed, but short and mighty. All right. Orin. So, Orin, you run.
Am I about right here?
Yes, you get to right about the graveyard, are about to turn the corner, and you see, staring at you, her. She's sitting by a grave, looking at something, and then she stares up at you and waves.
What does the foundation of this tower look
She
like?
waves. Okay.
Metal. The foundation, it's metal struts that go up, very thick ones.
Mm-hmm.
Metal stanchions that go into the ground. The purple stuff is coalescing.
Mm-hmm.
I have a feeling if you.
You
try to
don't
use the force
you
of
don't
this, it's hard to
understand.
get shot.
You don't fully understand concrete, but you know the predecessor to it from people putting walls together and building walls around cities.
Like
And
the
how they
strange
put-
stone.
This is kind of a, yeah, it's like a strange stone, but it looks kind of like the same consistency of what they put between the walls when they're building in the mortar, the brick and mortar. Similar to that. Grainy.
It looks like all mortar.
Yes. Like it was cemented in the ground. But you don't know what cement is. You just know it's mortar. Like it was mortared into the ground.
Right.
And it's only at the four ends. The other towers are wooden towers with some metal on them, but they're wooden towers. It's almost like they're grounded so they don't light up. But then there's a cable that goes in that goes and connects to the bottom of the searchlights. Like it powers them. Or somehow, mystically. So, yeah, knowledge engineering, you could begin to figure all this out and sit here going, wait.
Yeah, Danny doesn't have that kind of knowledge. But he does
How
know,
much?
but he can guess enough that if he takes out one of them.
There is another, okay, so.
How far is this?
Alright, so here, whoops, is where you are at Graveyard. To this is about another 200 feet.
This is like 200
Yes.
feet here, and then there's
More
a gap in
shoulders.
between.
Yes.
So I can do 230 and just like maybe get this much here.
Yes.
Okay. So I'll just do another wall of fire here, and then I'll move to here and
All right.
wave to her as I go by. I'm assuming that
Yes, it looks like a little kind of.
It looks little.
It's little and it looks like a she, and she's kind of waving at you, but it's almost like she's waving you over, but you kind of run by.
I just want to run by. It's like,
All right.
maybe I'll come back after.
So do me a favor. On your other side where it's burning, do your damage to those guys, and then we'll do the damage to the new ones.
All right, 23 and a half, so that's 34.
All right, so 34 there. So those guys. All right, so they are 34. That's 42.
And for the new one that I just cast
Okay.
is 37.
All right, that's another mortar crew. So that'll be fun. All right, so let's do these. What's damage to the mortar crews? 37 plus this. 7, 47, 67, 77, 87, 91 points of damage. Total to those guys. So
Okay.
yeah, again, people screaming, running, boom, boom, bam.
Got one left. One more 4th level spell slot, and then I am totally exhausted. I will have spent every 4th level spell that I have.
Yes.
You can spontaneously cast. You can start spending 5th level spells.
You can?
All right.
Yeah.
So Greta
Okay.
picks herself up off the ground.
No, then that's exactly what I'm going to do.
So pick Greta up off the ground,
Greta gets up.
and she throws her axe.
Throwing axe.
She's like, screw it. I'm not going to get to it in time. I'm just going to throw it. I've always got my fuming saber I can get out if I need to. And then that's why you remember you guys gave her the fuming saber. Ooh, that's a 15. That's a nice hit. So it hits him. This 2. So it does 10 more points of damage to him. 1. Alright, so he got hit and the axe is sticking in him. You know, she's going to do that. Alright. So is she going to do anything this round? No. Alright. Payman, your turn. Nothing this round. Now, from where you are, Scott, looking down, you can see the rest of the camp. So I'm going to kind of do a little, hand me that drawing there, and I can give him the rest of the layout of the way things kind of look. That way he knows. All right. I'll do that real quick. Sketch it in. All right. So then we got 1 minute here, so it's M,
Almost there.
M, M, M. Fire.
My turn's in fast. I go, do it, and then I wait. It's like he needs to be on the other map. seems like so far off. Okay. Read up on this and everything.
It's amazing what you can see when you're up high.
Where's this right here? Anybody?
Is that?
Who's this right here? Is this anybody?
This was for some kind of image thing, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But I think, was it yours or? Oh, well, then I don't know if this is anything. I think he was giving it to you for your images.
Yep.
Where's your ruler? What's that distance? Like 60 feet?
Well, so each square is 10 feet in this map, so each inch on that is 10 feet.
Yeah, so that's like 6 inches?
6 inches.
Okay, so I could probably do that. That's what I'm going to do then.
Yep, I'm almost there. Hang on here. Let's see. This is a road that goes this way. This goes like this. This goes like this. And there's the house there. And then all right, that's what he sees. That's the whole compound.
Hold it still for a second. Just a little bit. Flip back. Camera a little bit. Down. Close. Down a little bit. Oh, you did that.
Oh, he had it.
Something was in the way. He wanted me to move it down, and it's like not going down.
So that second section, there's a lot of buildings. There's some ones I put ruins on that have ruins, but you can see where the onion dome is. You do see towards that top section, you see some yellowy, misty things where some people are moving. You do see movement. You see a lot of riders in that second area. Headless riders.
Riding what?
They're riding what looks to be maybe demonic horses. They're headless riders like the other guy. Maybe it's a whole bunch of them.
You say a bunch, like a dozen, 500?
Probably about 6 plus their leader now, who is outside the fence. You can see he's in that first section that you guys were kind of in, back towards where the mortar guys are. You're guessing that probably the well, actually, yeah, you can see one of the mists goes into the one that you killed, or at least knocked into misty form, goes into the onion dome area.
Got it.
So you figure that's where that one vampire is from.
Gotcha.
You also figure that's probably where Rasputin is, most likely. It lends to things that everything centers into there, so that's probably where he is. It's the vortex of that energy. And that energy also, you can see little crackles of it going up into the clouds that make the clouds over here. So you're thinking that, again, you'd have to make a knowledge planes check to kind of confirm it, but you're kind of feeling like it all centers there.
I don't think so with a 9.
No. You just kind of think somehow it has something to do with everything.
Okay.
So, all right.
I'll make note of that, but how close am I to one of those crackling towers?
You're almost there. We've got Damien Rothar to go first, and then we're there to your round. We'll be on round 20 at that point.
No, like before I move, how close am I to it? So
120 feet. You're 120 feet.
From one of those towers?
Yep.
Okay. Alright.
So, all right, Damien,
Alright, cool.
what you gonna do?
I'll be right back.
All right. Damien. By the way, I like this. This is one of the new ones I got with the Crimson Throne. The grave thing. Actually, you could put that out in the graveyard over there. It's the little graveyard.
Oh, the graveyard?
Yes, it's a little graveyard.
Well, you can't get the graveyard's off the map.
Yeah.
Okay. So you said
can't see it.
So you said there was concrete foundations to these things.
Yeah.
How large are they? Is it like a couple of them that are relatively small, just enough to keep it anchored? Or
Yes, the small ones are on the wooden towers.
I'm looking for something
The
under
one-
one of the main.
The one that's where you are, the corner one, it's 30 foot in dimensions roughly. I mean, it's not perfect, but
So
it's
several, that would be
yeah.
several.
And there's like the metal struts for the four sides sink deeply into it, along with a main wire that comes down into the center. It's like this thick.
So you need to sit there and get some
Thing.
mortar shells and sit there and blow them up. Sit there and
I
disrupt it.
just want to get an idea of these concrete foundations here to see what I can use to affect them.
Do you have any? So does anybody got any knowledge engineering at all? Is there any engineers in the bunch? Nope.
Knowledge on my list.
Nope.
Engineering?
I,
It's not an
when
engineering.
I
No.
had a chance
Right.
to rest,
It's not an engineering question though. I just want to know about roughly the size and shape of these giant stone things.
Salvo would
If
know.
if I think I know what your line of thinking is going to be, you would almost need some engineering to see. Let's put it this way: if you're thinking along the lines of if I disconnect things or do things or
I
mess
don't know.
with it,
I'm thinking of spells that manipulate stone directly.
all right.
And therefore the concrete. So I'm trying to get an idea how big these things are. So
Even if you were to turn it to mud, so say you were to turn it to mud and somehow disconnect its connection to Earth, you have a feeling something catastrophic will happen and not in a good way. You just get the feeling that whoever constructed it didn't make it easy to break this. And that if somebody were to mess with it and didn't know what they were doing, might blow themselves out of existence.
Wow.
So, and it's just the feeling you get. And that's a GM being nice and kind of pushing that out a little bit.
Well, there's some fun things about that.
Because I know where you guys are going with this, and I'll just say, I will say, think a different direction is all I'm going to say. Think a different direction from disconnecting one part of the circuit. Because it may not disconnect.
Thwart Rasputin, but that won't help us.
Well, I guess the next question that you guys may want to ask is, who built all this? It would take an engineering genius to build all this. Surely not Rasputin. Rasputin is a monk.
I have an idea, but that is me, the player, not as Oren, the character.
I'm just saying,
Well, Damien doesn't have your
from what you guys have seen, the guy who is Rasputin who harasses you is a spellcaster. Most likely an oracle. You don't know for sure, but he's done
not going to know,
spectacular things.
but they can dominate someone who's an engineer in this period of time in Russia.
You saw some
Now,
really
you
unique
said
things.
Tesla coins, so it's like, when did Tesla live?
Nikola Tesla was back in this time.
And where did he live? Was it U.S.?
The name
Yes.
is
So,
Nikolai Tesla.
But,
But
let's say this.
was he the only?
There
guy who
was
knew this
more than Nikolai Tesla. There was the guy who came up with the SAR tank, which is what you guys saw down there. You don't know that for sure, but as players,
Well,
you know that.
Damien's not gonna
And there
do
were
it.
several Russian
Yeah,
scientists.
there are a lot of famous Russian scientists.
Well,
stuff. I don't know that I know them all.
Well,
But,
Damien's
I
not.
can't think of all their names, but there are a lot of them.
But it
but
would
there
make
might
sense.
have been somebody who may have been killed and resurrected and become undead, and
Right.
he still had his knowledge, or he got
Well,
dominated
and in
used
this
his
world,
knowledge.
and in this world, there's no guarantee that Tesla didn't get kidnapped.
So Paul, make a perception check for Orin, and putting 2 and 2 together as you ran by.
Well, there's not a whole lot Damien's gonna do about
Perception?
the thing.
Yes.
He just wants
21.
to spend some of his time looking at it to determine.
The
what
more
he's
you think about that little gal that you ran by, she didn't look like a midget or a dwarf. She kind of looked a little fey-like, and she was waving at you. They usually don't wave at you.
So there may be something we need to go back to her. Now the thing is that I want to go back to her. Well,
Now we're
I'm hoping that she'll sit there and help if I run into trouble.
So,
They're good at that.
Yeah,
so
but
Painman,
I'm
your
going
maze. Where do you come out when you come out of it?
Where I was, I think where I was.
Where you was,
It
alright.
doesn't specify, but I would imagine that that's where I did. Because I just go to another dimension.
All right, you're just going cross dimension, aren't you?
Good. So I'd imagine when I come back, it's pop back where I was.
So is that like a secure little dimension where nothing else exists, or does other things exist? on that?
It says it's basically it's the reverse of a maze spell, is what it says.
Okay.
It says,
So it's a maze in that dimension, correct?
yes. You just go to an extra dimensional crossroads along with any willing targets within 100 feet and can stay there indefinitely.
Roll percent dice for me.
Uh, 68.
Yeah, on escaping or leaving the maze, the subject reappears where it had been when the maze spell was cast. So in this particular instance, I think if it's the reverse one, it would do the same thing.
Yeah, I think it does.
And this is a Fey-driven one, right? Because Nig is Fey, correct?
Yes, sir.
So you'll
But
have
it does say that you can't. I don't think anything can follow me into the maze, though.
It's an extra dimensional labyrinth.
Well, this is a little. But the one that I go to is a little different. Specifically, it says it's crossroads, not a maze.
That's fine.
I guess crossroads is sacred to me, but it does take me to another dimension.
You see a little gray, looks to be almost like a gnome, but it's kind of not. But it looks gnome-like. It would almost be like a smear of nebulae, but in skin color. But it's not.
Smirch Bradley.
It has hair and horns.
It's Melwar.
Little brown and black eyes. A little emaciated face. Its feet are uncovered, but it wears a long coat with a dress underneath, kind of a shift work. And it has a little cap. And she goes, hello. Heavily Russian accented, but hello.
Hello. How are you?
Good. You restart things here, yes?
It is not done yet.
Not yet. This is kind of going on. We're not a shift out of this. This is kind of his round turn moment out in nowhere land, which will give him a couple seconds. This is happening around the same time. It'll take the round, but it's happening around the same time.
I don't mean to disturb anything. I was just seeking refuge from my protector, Nig.
Nig, she says. I know of Nig. So you are here to help little grandmother? Ah, she says with kind of a wicked grin with real sharp teeth. She goes, the grandmother's wants. There, so you come to stop the one who wants to take little grandmother's throne? Yes. Ah. Okay, so begin your diplomacy check. Roll me a diplomacy check.
I get an 11.
Okay. She goes, you are close to where the church that not is a church is in this maze of yours. It's the one that's outside with the big round bone. Looks like an onion. Ah. She goes, the one who tries to take the throne is there. Yes. She goes, you don't come to stop me from taking the precious stones? Okay. I believe you. She goes, what are you trying to do here other than get the grandmother? Ah, she says, this is good.
And I showed her this.
Oh, you are of the Black Rider, she says. I know of this. So she goes, I meet grandmother one time with Rice Tempkita. Her son, her great-grandson, the one who's in the dome. He is trying to bring the Thrice-Ten Kingdom here into Russia, where he will rule in her stead. But you will not let that happen, will you? You must find the one who made all this, the things that has the purple lightning. The one who built the anchors of the world that brings the Thrice-Ten Kingdom here. He can shut it down. But first, you must find his body and where his soul is. She goes, he burned out barracks in the inner courtyard has his body. But there is dangerous things there. And the one that wears the lantern has his soul. She says, but beware the brother six. They will try to drink your life. They are not of the kingdom. They are evil knights. Yes, evil knights. Not like holy knights, the opposite of the holy knights. They are evil. But then she says, so am I. But as long as you don't stop me from taking my precious bones. She says, be careful here. Things are not all you see. Okay. Goodbye. And you see her kind of fade. And she's gone. Alright, so back to real time. You were going to say, Damien?
Okay, so he's still running his illusion and still having it react and everything. At this point, he's going to set it to run kind of the script until he can start taking control of it again.
Okay.
To basically have them, and doing so, they're going to run on a script.